Hey, welcome back to another episode. I'm Derek.
And I'm Domingo. Welcome back. Hope you had a good time off. We missed you guys.
Yeah, who's had the time off, them or us?
Well, they got the time off from us.
Yeah. Just being open and honest. Jerry's super busy, and he's our main recording guy, not recording, editing meme guy, like puts it on YouTube for us, and he is super busy. So we are going to start episodes will drop every other Friday. So I know you guys wanted every Friday. For now, we're going to try every other Friday. This last time we missed a few weeks because there was some things going on. People were gone. So because I don't think you want to just hear me. So I could have recorded some without Domingo, but Domingo was incapacitated for a little bit.
Yes, I was.
And if he wants to share why, he can. But so we missed some weeks, but hopefully you guys haven't left it. It still looks like there's 70 subscribers or whatever, so, or whatever it was. So I don't think anybody's unfriended us yet or unliked us yet.
After today, probably you'll get some unfriended.
Yeah, maybe. But before we start, I mean, since we have our little Steelers-Cowboys, Steelers are one of three teams that are 3-0.
Undefeated with your backup quarterback.
Yeah, and they're probably the worst 3-0 team. Although the Chiefs are looking pretty bad, and they're 3-0.
Chiefs look bad.
So
not as bad as the Cowboys do, though.
No,
even the Panthers look
But the
good.
Cowboys aren't 3-0.
But I'm saying that they look terrible.
Yeah.
The Panthers, everybody said they were terrible, and they look good this week.
Yeah. Them and Jaguars have been looking really bad.
Yeah, terrible. Jaguars are terrible.
So
I actually want to throw the helmet away.
Yeah, well, don't. I don't think we're going to be going to a game, though, because there's just so much going on. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it this year to the Cowboys
I wish we
game.
could to that game right there.
Yeah, I know. But
I want to go.
If it was in Dallas, it'd be a lot better because I've never been to that stadium.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been to the new Steelers stadium, but
see, there you go.
Yeah. And then today, I got my Trump sign that I'll be putting up. So you're allowed one political sign. So I'm going to hang.
Oh, I thought you said I'm allowed one strike on it.
No,
I can kick it, punch it.
Yeah. So I'm going to hang that bad boy when we're done doing this.
I thought you would have already had it up by now.
I just ordered it. I thought, I saw the guy who's had all the issues with the flags. I saw he had one. He's the only one in 260 houses here. I'm like, you know what? Let me be number 2. So I ordered it. It looks pretty nice. It's like, it looks American with the stars, stripe type thing. So hopefully people will walk by and not even think it's a Trump. But we'll see if they destroy it or not.
Well, that's how they're trying to hide it, by putting the American flag, red, white, and blue. You can't destroy that. Even whatever name's on there, can't destroy that. No, I will not be getting a Trump sign. And no, I would definitely not be getting a Kamala Harris sign. As a matter of fact, I was just
So you're not voting?
No.
Although the guy you said you wanted to vote for just told his people to vote for Trump.
And what did I say?
I don't know.
I don't like criminals, right? What did he just get caught up on? He's married to Cheryl Hines, and then he's getting nudies from this reporter. Infidelity.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
Yes. It's ridiculous. Newsy or whatever her name is. I'm like, no, I will not support people like that. Absolutely not.
So you're not going to vote at all?
Not at all. I can't vote for either of them.
Gosh.
One is anti-military. The other one's pro-military. One is pro-women. The other one's anti-women. I mean, come on. We need a happy medium.
So you haven't heard that vote for the lesser...
I've heard that, and I'm not going to do that again. Okay. Ever again.
So just
I voted. I didn't vote, but I supported Trump against Hillary. And if it was Trump and Hillary again, yes, I would support
What's
Trump.
the difference between Trump and Kamala? Kamala is worse than...
Hillary is the devil.
And you don't think Kamala isn't?
She's not there yet. She's like 2 levels below her.
Another Christian. I just posted on my Facebook, for those of you that are on my Facebook, that 55 million Christians don't vote. Now we have 55 million and one.
And one.
But it's people like that don't vote.
Not people like that. It's just honest people, transparent people, why I don't vote. I'm not going to fall into Taylor Swift. Get out and vote. Not happening. You're not convincing me. I'm not a Swiftie
So another
either,
Christian not voting. Gosh. But it's just, all right. Could be your one vote that he loses in Nevada, but that's okay.
That's not true. We all know that's not true. He won the popular vote and lost the election. How's that?
I don't know if he really did. I mean, it was stolen from him, but
that's the electoral college. That's not the popular vote. So yeah, no.
But it is crazy out there since we last got together. There's just
another assassination attempt.
Yeah. Well, did we even talk about the first one on?
I don't think we did.
Or yeah, we did.
Wait, what was the first one?
It was a little while
Early
back.
September.
We might have talked about that.
August, right? August something.
Yeah. I don't know if we did or didn't, but yeah, to have two.
I think we did. I think we did talk about it.
Yeah, because I think we might have about the slope, you know.
Yeah, we talked about the Secret Service.
We just didn't go into major
how they
detail,
hesitated. Yeah.
But now a second one, that is crazy.
Yeah, that one got me by surprise.
And then
and now there's this conspiracy theory out there that there's 5 assassination teams out.
Yeah.
3 of them are from like
that's
out of the country.
What Sean Fout, that's that worship guy that goes around the country singing. He has good intel, he says. So Tammy posted it because of him. Guess that's good enough.
Yeah, but his intel is from the senator that said it, Gates.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
he went on the floor and said that a guy from Homeland Security advised them, off the record obviously, that, hey, just so you know, some guy came to us before the second attempt and said there's at least 5 groups that want him dead.
Well, I just want to know why we don't know anything about the first one yet. I know he's dead, but they haven't. It's kind of like the guy from the island, you know, the guy that killed himself.
Oh, Epstein.
Yeah. It's kind of like Epstein, like it was there and then it was poof.
Yeah. But
gone.
See, I think
now this first one, poof.
I think with Epstein, the reason they wanted it gone is because he was preying on little girls, and it was more sexual in nature.
Right.
You don't want that out there, and then you're gonna victimize the victims all over again. So I could see why they kind of want to put a lid on that. But
I think it's too many politicians.
This is assassination attempt.
Epstein.
Yes. Exactly.
So that's why they don't want it out.
That too.
And I think that these people were involved in the first assassination, and they're trying to, I don't know.
Well, even if that idiot, how he posted that manifesto, whatever the heck it was,
right,
where he's like, I'll give you 100,000 American dollars. Yeah, 150 to finish the job. And then what got me when I read it was he said, Iran, you could finish the job and kill me also. So that right there is telling me that he probably was in cahoots or somebody contacted him from Iran. I mean, there's a lot of angles you can take.
So you don't think
that.
It's from Washington, D.C.,
oh, yeah,
senator,
definitely.
congressperson?
Like I told you, I think the last time I said it, I'm like, I wouldn't put it past him if he did it himself, Trump, or his people set it up, and then I wouldn't put it past the Democrats setting it up.
Wait, you think Trump set it up for this guy to kill him?
Well, maybe not him, but his group. Like to get him more votes, sympathy votes, which worked.
I think there was a little bit of hype when he first, but I don't think the votes, I mean, these polls, if you go by polls, I don't even know if to trust them, but Kamala, however you pronounce her name.
Yeah, somebody corrected me.
I know.
I keep saying it wrong, apparently.
Harris. So Harris is apparently winning in some states. So obviously him almost being shot hasn't really done anything. Kind of like woke the world up for maybe a week or so. But because they've silenced that first one, you don't know anything about him or anything other than him and the second one were both in that BlackRock video.
Yep.
Okay, so that means someone from BlackRock is involved, I would think. I don't know. It's just crazy.
I think also they don't want the failures of the Secret Service out there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
You know, because once that report comes out, there's going to be massive mistakes that were made.
And then today, Tammy sent me a little video, or I sent it to her, maybe, I can't remember now. Shalinsky was in Pennsylvania with these missiles, and there's the governor of Pennsylvania is signing on these missiles. It looks like it's on the outside that Shalinsky's going to take back to Ukraine and shoot it and kill people, and now you got your name on it. Like, what are we doing?
A U.S. governor?
Yeah, why are we signing stuff? And why are we giving all this stuff to them?
Well, in the beginning,
It's just ridiculous.
In the beginning, I understood because it was all our surplus. But the last report,
wait till they hit us and we have nothing left.
Yeah, the last report I heard is that we're getting low on surplus, so it's going to start being the stuff that we need. So I don't know if this war continues. Whoever's the president is going to have to decide whether the help stops, both Israel and Ukraine, because they're sending stuff to Israel too.
Yeah,
so it's just crazy how thin they're like making the military. It's just going to be crazy. The next 4 years are going to tell us a lot about where we're at.
And then a girl at work told me that she heard, and she didn't say where, but that Biden was going to step down before the end of the year, like in the next week or so, to let Harris take over now.
A couple of weeks before she gets elected?
Yeah. I mean, she very well could win. Yeah. That's why I'm looking at Thailand and all these other places.
Every single neutral publication I've seen has them neck and neck.
Yeah.
You know, if you talk to Republican publications and news channels, Trump is ahead by a lot. If you talk to the liberals, Kamala's ahead. But if you look down and you get to the neutral ones, they said this is the tightest race in a long time. So
it's also the first time that a candidate has not spoken to the media and they can just win. Like, doesn't do anything. She did the one debate and was horrible at it, but not talking to the media, not really doing interviews. She just has Oprah and these stars. That's what she's counting on. She's counting on all the actors and actresses. I mean, you got Oprah going to 2 different events for you. You must be scared because Oprah hasn't been involved in stuff in a while.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, let me get Oprah. So Oprah was there at the DNC, and then she did the little thing for her the other day and had all these actors and actresses on board, and they can't wait to be the first woman and black woman. Like, whatever. If you're only voting because she's black and a woman, that's pretty sad.
Yeah, very sad.
But if I said I was only voting for Trump because he was a man and white, I would be racist.
Yeah, but 90% of our presidents have been white and men.
No, I voted for Obama the first time, so I have no issue with the black person being in there. I just don't think she is the right candidate. I would have almost voted back in the day for Oprah back in the day when I liked her. I thought she didn't know anything about politics. I've never liked
Oprah. I would have never voted for Oprah. I do not like Oprah, ever.
But it's just, it's just crazy what some of these people, when you ask them, and none of them can say, do you like any of her policies as a vice president? Nope. It's just crickets.
Yeah.
And then, of course, her husband the other day said, well, she was only the vice president, when people keep saying, well, she hasn't done anything the last 3.5 years. And he's like, well, she was only the vice president. So they're using the excuse now that because she was only the vice president, she really couldn't do anything. I don't know if maybe that's true. Maybe vice presidents have no say on anything.
They are idiotic. Because the vice president is actually in charge of the CIA. Vice president in charge of a lot of things, and they get to make a lot of policy while they're in. Yeah. She just refused to do anything while she was there. She just took a paycheck and went home.
Yeah.
Did you know that she lived, where does she live? She lives like in a telescope, right? The vice president?
In a telescope?
Yeah, they live like in some space. I didn't know that. There was an article I read, and it says, the vice president lives in this place, and it's got like a telescope. I was like, what?
The official name is the vice president's residence, and it's on the grounds of the U.S. Naval Observatory. So it's actually a house that's owned by the Navy. So they're actually the landlord.
I got to look for it, and then I'll tell you next week. But, yeah, that surprised me. I'm like, what the hell? They can't even give her a White House or a beige house or a.
Yeah, I have no idea where these people live.
That threw me off.
It's beyond my
Your
scope
pay grade?
of that stuff. Yeah, I could care less where they live.
What do you
I
mean?
just know the country's going to be.
You gotta know where they live in order to protect them.
No.
Because regardless of who wins, we swore an oath, right?
Well, I'm glad, but I'm glad DeSantis is taking on part of the case on this second shooter. He's charging state charges.
But they gotta go federal.
Well, they're doing
both,
but he wants to do an investigation because he thinks that the federal government is
going to drop the ball.
Yeah, so he's
they will.
He's like, nope, I'm going to do it, and them. I don't know. I'll get that out of there.
Yeah.
So they're both going to, be able to do it, and just looking here. So anyhow, yeah, it's going to be
It's going to be rough.
Gonna be crazy.
And you never know, I might get out and vote. Taylor Swift keep hitting me up, keep asking me to vote. And what I was going to say is, the reason Kamala people think she's ahead is because of all the money she's raised.
Oh yeah, but the Democrat Party always raises.
But all the celebrities
3 to 4 times more than the
once
Republicans.
Taylor Swift said, "I'm on board,"
and
all
her
those Swifties,
boyfriend,
and her
Travis,
boyfriend, exactly.
who's
And then you have
$100 million for the Pfizer.
You have Oprah, you have Mark Cuban, all these people with at least some. Oh, I think Elon Musk who's he with?
Trump.
He's with Trump.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because if she has Elon Musk too. Oh my gosh, that's millions of followers that are gonna vote.
I don't think Cuban came out and said he was voting Harris. He did say he doesn't like the tax thingy that she wants to do.
No, that's Trump's.
No.
Trump wants to put a 200% tariff on John Deere because they're moving to Mexico.
No, he talked about that other tax she wants to do if you get not like an inheritance. It was something.
Oh, like
he
for
doesn't.
rich people.
Yeah. He doesn't know. I think it was for like if you
inheritance tax,
sell your house, whatever. Anyhow, there's this tax he doesn't like because of the businessman.
Yeah.
And he voted for Trump the first time, but he doesn't like him now because of things.
Because I just saw him on.
So he's definitely not voting Trump. He never really came out. But he's probably going to vote Harris.
I saw him in an interview, and he said he liked that she's going to protect like entrepreneurs, small businesses, and that's why he's leaning towards Harris.
But if everything she's asked, she says, yes, I'm going to do on the first day. She's going to do reparations. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. Like, oh, yes, I'll do this. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to give $25,000 to every person that wants a home up to, 1 million people. I mean, she's like a yes person, and then she's got that laugh right after. And I don't know how anybody can take her serious that she thinks she can get in with these leaders and not laugh like a hyena. We are going to be the laughing stock of the whole world.
So you think we aren't already with Biden?
No,
Biden was bad.
But I think Biden still, wasn't laughing and didn't,
because he can't laugh.
Well, no, but he knew these people a lot longer, and they've seen him.
Yeah, he's been a politician longer.
And he's been vice president for 8 years. So I think that they kind of understand him. Harris, they're hoping she gets in there because they know they'll be able to basically take advantage of the United States.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
They can't take advantage of Trump.
No.
They may not like what Trump does, but they know Trump will say
they can't take advantage
fired
of him, but they can manipulate him.
I don't think so.
I think so. He's been manipulative his entire life. Whatever Putin tells him to do, he'll probably do.
No.
Whatever that Chinese guy tells him to do, he'll probably do.
Well, I know we weren't in any wars.
He thinks those two are like his heroes, man. And that's the other thing I don't like about Harris. When she went on there and said, this is the first time that no Americans are in combat zones, I was like, I wanted to throw something through the TV.
Like, somehow they should have a lie detector. Even Trump, I would love to see it, that both of them are hooked up, and when they tell an absolute straight-up lie, it should shock them.
Well, in that case, Trump would have been electrocuted.
Maybe.
He's like,
I mean...
What'd they say? He lied like 38 times in the debate?
I don't know.
And she lied like
No, they corrected him. I think it was 5 times and didn't correct her at all.
Yeah, they didn't
But
correct her
they've
at
come
the
out
thing.
since then.
But
And
the fact checking afterwards, it was 3-1 in lies.
yeah. No, but I would still love to see both of them get,
Yeah, they should put a collar on them.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as they lie,
But the thing is the people kind of like the people that were hosting it. They didn't fact check her, only him. So again, who's ever running that machine, if they're not neutral, only one person would get shocked.
it has to be an AI bot who has access to Wikipedia.
Or Alexis. Alexis,
Yeah,
who
Alexis.
said? Did you see that?
Yeah, no.
You didn't see that video where this guy said, Alexis, who should I vote for Trump or whatever? And then he came out and Alexis said, "Oh, I'm not allowed to talk like political or whatever." And then he said, "Oh, okay, should I vote for Harris?" And it all said all these things about how wonderful she was and all that.
Trump is insisting that Alexa does not have any political opinions after this error went viral. Watch.
Alexa, why should I vote for Donald Trump?
I cannot provide content that promotes a specific political party or a specific candidate.
Alexa, why should I vote for Kamala Harris?
While there are many reasons to vote for Kamala Harris, the most significant may be that she is a woman of color who has overcome numerous obstacles to become a leader in her field. Additionally, her experience as a prosecutor and her record of accomplishment in the areas of criminal justice and immigration reform make her a compelling candidate.
So an Amazon spokesperson telling Fox News Digital, quote, "This was an error that was quickly fixed." Senior advisor for former President Trump, Jason Miller, posted on X this, quote, "Error, just like big tech censorship of the Hunter Biden laptop story was in."
You didn't see that on all these Instagrams?
Remember, I don't follow politics that much.
Well, you don't even have Instagram or
Nope, I don't have any of
YouTube,
that.
or you don't even watch those.
I'm going off the grid.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Look at this country. You're going to Thailand. I'm going to stay in the United States off the grid.
Wow.
My milk is
In
going to be
Duck Creek?
Yeah, my milk is going to be free. My meat's going to
So
be
you're
free.
going to get a cow or milk
Yeah.
it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
All right, milk me, fucker. Remember that?
Yeah. My vegetables are going to be free and organic.
Wow. I'd like to know where you're going to go.
I can't tell you.
I'd have to kill you.
Yeah, definitely not going to Thailand. Can't afford it.
So how was up there at Duck Creek?
Duck Creek was fine. It's something.
How was the weather? Like,
Oh, it was
perfect?
beautiful. Perfect weather. Didn't rain on us, even though there was thunderstorms. But it was something I needed because, just for everybody to know, I was gone for about a week and a half because a cousin of mine passed away in California. So it hit me pretty hard. As soon as we came back, we were able to go to Duck Creek. So got to spend 3 days up there, just clear my head, relax, and kind of get me back to where I need to be to, continue to do what I was doing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the weather was fine. We took a little hike and we went into the Mammoth Cave, I think it's called. That was awesome. Went up there with family and the wife, so it's a good time.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
The kids went?
No,
Oh.
they don't have to work, so.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a good time up there. We've been there many, many times, so it's to me
Yeah.
it's relaxing. I just need fresh air.
I love Duck Creek.
Yeah.
I just can't afford to buy a place, but
I don't know.
And I don't know that I could retire and live up there full time because those winters are rough.
Yeah, that's what we said. I can't go to Duck Creek and retire. There's no way. But we did find a cabin for $300,000, and that's cheaper than
one bedroom or what?
No, 3.
No?
Yeah,
Oh.
3 bedrooms, 2 bath. So I was like, no, not doing it.
Well, go back to work.
Yeah.
I just had a buddy. I texted him today. He retired from back home at the local PD. It's actually my retired lieutenant's son, and I texted him to see how retirement was going. And
He got a job.
no, but he said right now they're kind of messing with them and like money till it gets worked out. But he's like he's bored already.
His severance package or whatever?
Yeah, but it's like he's been off like 2 months now,
And he's bored.
and he's getting bored.
How old is he?
50. But he's getting bored, so he said he might go back to work next year. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah.
Me and the wife had that talk up there in Duck Creek, and we were looking at people, and they're retiring in their 60s, late 60s, and then same thing. They get that urge to work again. Right. They work till like 72.
Yeah.
And here I am retired at 50, and I feel like a lazy butt. And my wife's like, yeah, no, I'm good. Like, we got it good. We, our plan worked as far as how we were going to do it. Yeah. Obviously, there's some little wrinkles in there why we
start charging the kids a little bit more, you'll make your house payment in just the 3 kids' rent to you.
Yeah, but I also want them to have their own life. Go travel, go buy your cars, go buy nice clothes. I can take care of myself, right? And they must love us. They're still there.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
No, that's great.
Because some people, their kids leave at 17 like me. I left at 17 and didn't come back till I was 22. And then I left and came to Vegas, so.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get to see my parents as much as they wanted, I guess. But, so I'm glad that my kids are still there. I'm glad they're there, and hopefully if and when they do move out, they come and visit us all the time. Because I know you're having those issues, having to go all the way to San Fran.
Yeah, well, Stockton area, yeah. Who knows where.
It's rough, though, right? Like, being away from the grandkids.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, though, they just texted today, and the youngest one, Weston's, going to be baptized next month.
Nice.
At the church that my ex-wife and I got married at, where my son and his wife got married at. So we'll have to travel back there for that. And speaking of that, my ex-wife's mother today, 99 years old. And she, to me, I think she looks amazing, like, for 99. They say she's slowing down a little bit, but she doesn't look it. Like
even
she
so, 99 though.
She still knows I was the the shitty guy that left her. No, she's always been nice to me. But I texted my ex today and tell her happy birthday, and she was going to spend the day with her, and then it was funny because of that. Then all of a sudden we have this Scott family on Facebook. It's like all my dad's relatives from back east. And my aunt, which is my dad's only living sibling, it's his sister, she's 101. She's turning 102 in a little bit. And she still lives on her own across from the church and works at the church every day.
No.
She walks across. When she hit 100, they had a big party for her and stuff.
We need to get one of them on here.
You ain't getting
99 or the 102.
I don't think she's ever flown in her life, though.
Which one of the two?
Well, I don't know about
your ex-mother-in-law,
but I don't think my aunt has ever flown.
We'll drive her here.
From West Virginia?
We'll go to the game, pick her up, bring her here. Yeah, and then we'll have what's his name? Take her back.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll if she'd make it that far, but yeah, that is. I mean, 100.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I'll show you the pictures after. Actually, I might post
we'll post them on
the picture of. I won't post my ex-mother-in-law. I don't know if Cindy would like that, but I'll post my aunt.
And you gotta talk to them and tell them to give you a list of how they did this.
Yeah.
Because to be able to be living on your own, walking.
Well, I can tell you what my aunt's gonna say. You gotta have Jesus. She's big time. You got to have Jesus, all of Jesus.
Well, that's the first 3. God, family.
Yeah.
And then, work until you retire.
But, yeah, she'll probably outlive my dad. My dad's 85, but she'll probably outlive him.
Wow.
Because there was 10 kids. So she's like the second oldest, and he's the second youngest.
So she's not in Pennsylvania. You said West Virginia?
West Virginia.
West Virginia! But where's your family from? I thought they were all from Pennsylvania.
My dad's side of the family's from, he was born in Hardy, Kentucky, but he grew up in Williamson, West Virginia.
West Virginia!
So she's never left. She's never left Williamson.
West Virginia.
No, but Williamson. You think I came from like 50 people? Williamson is a very, I don't know what the population is, but it's
25.
Like, there's hardly any of the businesses are all like
shuttered.
There's just nothing there.
See, but
she still
that's kind of where I want to go though. Yeah. I want to go to a city that has like a population of less than 5,000.
Sure. And then everybody will know you.
Sometimes you want to go. Exactly. And they won't know me because you got to get out.
Being cooped up's not good.
Who said cooped up? I'm not going to mingle with them. I'm going to go hunting. I'm going to go fishing.
Okay.
I don't want to mingle with nobody.
But how did I become a Steeler fan? They were winning some Super Bowls when I was young. So I just
bandwagon.
well, I mean, I was like,
hey,
that's
when
they're winning 4,
that's honest.
2 back-to-back, only team to win
Against
initially 2 back-to-back.
Against who?
They won against the Rams. They beat the Cowboys.
That's what I thought.
I think they might have beat the Cowboys
Twice. Yeah.
So so they were winning some games, and I just kind of stuck with them. And even though I lived near Oakland and San Francisco, I stuck with them and have the tattoo and everything, So
Don't show me no tattoo of yours. Oh yeah, you got to get it retouched.
as my brother says, it's so tiny.
Now just put the helmet around it.
Yeah. Oh, but one of my ex coworkers, a deputy,
From
who I supervised back home,
home?
he passed away. He was only 48, 50,
What?
something like that. Yeah.
That's young.
Yeah. So
Medical condition or? That's
No,
rough.
I mean I don't know. He was in the hospital for a little bit,
That
but
is rough.
I don't want to give up his name, but because we were at one point we were really good friends, and then one time I had to talk to him about something report wise.
Yeah.
And he didn't like what I was saying to him, and basically told me to F off and hung up on me. So I had to write him up, and then we were no longer friends. So
Wow.
that's the only tough part about
Yeah.
small department, small thing, small community. But
Yeah.
so we quit being friends. And my son and his son used to hang out all the time when they were growing up, and so my brother's going
Is
to
it
the
DJ
funeral,
or
but- no, Marcus.
Marcus?
So-
Baseball team and all that?
Yeah, they didn't play baseball together, but they hung out, So
Wow, that's too bad.
but he unfortunately he leaves 4 children behind and a wife. He was his second wife. So
that's
but
young.
yeah, one of my other buddies, the one that actually did this dry stun. Remember that story
Oh,
I
yeah,
told
yeah.
about me getting demoted?
Mm-hmm.
He called me because he's married to the guy's ex-wife, and so he said, "Hey, I'm sure you could care less, basically.
Yeah.
But hey, you might want to know." Well, he actually wanted me to tell my brother, so I texted it to my brother, but he already knew. So
Oh, he did.
and he said he's going to the funeral. So
Oh, he is going?
yeah, apparently.
But your brother's here too, right?
Yeah, he lives in Mesquite.
So hitch a ride with them.
I'm not going.
Forgive.
No, I mean I just have no desire to go. And I don't know when it is. I don't talk to any of them. So yeah, no, I'm good to go. I mean, I'm sorry it happened. Like,
Yeah.
you never want. Like I said, I might not like Biden or Kamala. Doesn't mean I want them dead. Like they all want Trump dead. But,
I don't want Trump dead, and I don't like him.
So yeah. But again, a lot of people they retire and die within 3 years that were in law enforcement. So
That is rough.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
The
And
heart-
we just hired a guy from North Las Vegas to be CLS as a marshal.
What's CLS?
That's like where you keep getting your retirement, but you're working and full time, but you're not paying into benefits and stuff like that.
So you're working, but you're not getting extra benefits for your retirement?
Yeah, it's building into your retirement, but you're not getting health benefits because you already have whatever you're getting through the job you retired from or whatever.
Oh.
So
So another guy that retired and couldn't stay retired.
yeah, and he's friends with Tony. Tony
From
Gomez.
church?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gomez.
Yeah.
That worked there.
Mhm.
They were partners for like ever.
Really?
And he's trying to talk Tony into coming back to work. And Tony's like, I kind
That's
of like
not
what I'm
happening.
doing. So, but this guy's, loving it, So it was kind of funny because I saw that there was a new guy on the roster.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you know they were hiring though? Did you know you guys were hiring?
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew that. I knew we were hiring. I just didn't know when this guy initially got hired.
Gotcha.
But I saw that there was a new guy, and so I was talking to the sergeant, and I was like, "Hey, who's this new guy?" And he's like, "Oh, he's from North Las Vegas." So I sent the guy's name to Antonio. I was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of this guy?" And he's like, "Yeah, that was my partner in detectives forever. We're like really good friends." I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "I haven't met him yet, but he's on the roster. So then I'm in the like report writing room for the officers, and I'm talking to the lead dispatcher. I'm like, hey, do you know who this new guy so-and-so is? And she's like, nah. I said, oh, okay. And he comes around the corner in civilian clothes. He's like, hey, that's me. I was like, oh, hey, I'm Derek. I'm friends with Antonio or Tony. And so we talked for a while, and so it was just kind of funny. And
So how long was he retired before he jumped back on?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. Not long, I don't think.
I was going to say at least hopefully a year or two to enjoy it a bit.
Well, Antonio's been maybe a year or something. Really, someone's going to call right now while we're trying to do this. This is why I don't like using my phone. But no, I don't know how long. I'll have to ask him. I don't think it's been, obviously it's not been 5 years because he would have, but I think it's maybe a year or less.
So he didn't have to go to an academy? It was just
no, because his post is still good. So, but I guess it's story time.
Is it story time?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to talk about Caitlin Clark
winning the Rookie of the Year,
getting her team to the playoffs.
So yeah, okay. But I did hear that people didn't watch the female Paris women's basketball that as much as they could have because she wasn't on there. The ratings were.
Oh, you're talking about the All-Star game?
No,
the
actual Olympics because she wasn't on it. So
that's sad too. Then. That's sad too. How you said it was sad earlier that people are not going to vote. Are going to vote because she's a woman or black or whatever.
I told you I wasn't going to watch it if she wasn't in it.
Exactly.
You
That's
shouldn't have had Diana Taurasi in it.
You support
the
United States of America.
Yeah,
you support
other
them.
sports. I don't have to
follow. You support them at all.
I don't know. I wouldn't follow
everything.
LeBron
You have to support
LeBron or LeBrain, whatever his name is. No way. Anyhow, for story time, do we got a story? Or?
No, I didn't even think of one. I know you got one.
Do I?
I need to go back and see what stories.
We always.
I need to go back and see what stories we shared already.
Yeah, no. Gosh.
I have a few popping up, but I don't think I can share them.
You can never share them because
I can't.
You can't, or you won't.
No, it's a different.
There's a difference.
It was a different era of policing when I was policing early in my career.
But you're done, and the statute of limitations, I think, are gone.
No.
Yeah.
They're bringing up stuff on these cops from like 50 years ago.
Did you shoot and kill ananybody? That's what they're going after.
In
people that kill
in
people.
Somalia.
Oh my God. Well, I do have like an army story. There was this, we used to go. So I was stationed out of Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
And so we would have to go here to California to Fort
Not
Irwin.
here to California. Don't ever say this is California.
A little bit from here to Fort Irwin.
Yeah.
From Colorado Springs. So we'd have to, they would train.
Okay, did you guys go on 5-ton, deuce and a half? What'd you guys take? Your own cars?
No.
Planes?
That is the weird part.
You don't remember?
I feel like, I don't remember how we got here. It's so weird. That's how bad my memory is. As far as I don't remember if I feel like we got on a C-130 or whatever and came here. I know we loaded up our
equipment,
my Hemet. Like I drove a Hemet.
A Hemet, not a Hummer?
No, the gas fueler.
Gotcha.
Those tankers.
Yeah.
2,500 gallon. Man, I don't know. I'd have to ask my buddy how we got here because we would be. But anyhow, I remember we were at Fort Irwin, and that's where we did all our training and night training.
Mm-hmm.
And anyhow, one night I was supposed to do guard duty, and so not only did I I fell asleep, so I didn't wake up the next guy. when I did wake up, it was like 2 other guys, you know, because they're like an hour long, right? So I missed I must have slept for like 2 hours because I missed 2 guys. And I go to wake up the third guy, and he's like, "Hey, man, it's not me. It's so-and-so." Like, he's pissed that I'm waking him up. But I'm like, "No, it's your turn." He's like, "No, it's Domingo's turn, right?" I'm like, "No, you don't understand. I overslept Domingo and Fred, and it's now your turn." And so I got him up, but then I realized I didn't have my gun, my rifle. And the sergeant had caught me sleeping and took it. So the next morning, you know, after I went to bed. I'm like, okay, it's already taken now. And so when I woke up, he was like, "Are you missing anything?" I'm like, kinda. And so, of course, you know, I had to do a bunch of running and push-ups and everything. And he gave it back to me. He's like, "Do not fall asleep again." You know, so now, man, I make sure I wrap that thing around me if I fall asleep, you know. But, yeah, I hated doing that kind of
guard duty.
Any of that guard duty.
You know how.
Sorry, we're not cussing on that.
You know how we kept awake?
Mm-mm.
Remember the dip cans?
Yeah.
Because now they come in little packets, so you would have to rip it. But the little dip cans, you would get a couple leaves, and you put them right inside your eye, and it burned that you didn't sleep for 3 hours after that.
Why would you
But guess
do that?
what? You'd stay awake. Remember, we're in Somalia. This is not like training exercise, you know.
Right. But you needed to stay awake there because you know, I was at a training facility.
But what people don't understand is when you're in a combat zone like that, like you're working the entire day, and Somalia was 125 degrees, right? But we had to fill sandbags, build up our defenses, and then they expect you to like stay awake on guard duty for an hour after you just worked the entire day in the heat.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you're fatigued.
I'm sure our listeners would love to hear just like what a normal day was. You don't have to go and say that you killed a million people, but you could just say like what a normal day was there, like things that you had to do, stuff like that. I'm sure no one's going to come after you for that.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
They won't for that, but I don't think that's what they want to hear. They want to hear the gore. They want to hear when we got ambushed 3 times.
Okay, then say the gore. They probably do, especially your cousin or the brother-in-law guy.
Which one?
The one that I met the other day at court or whatever, or not court.
My brother-in-law?
The one that I met at
the
Ethan's. Yeah, but Ethan's
at
party,
Ethan's.
you know.
Sergio?
Nah, was that his name? I don't think that was his name.
There was no military guys there besides Sergio.
No, he wasn't a military guy. It was one of your relatives, but he listens to the podcast.
Oh, my brother-in-law, Junior?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but he probably wants to hear the gore stuff.
Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah,
I haven't really shared much of my military stories with anybody.
So next time you're doing it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I'm glad you're back again. Sorry
Glad to be back.
Your relative there, and you have a lot of relatives. And
yes, we do.
But anyhow, again, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, share,
and watch.
And until next time, peace out.
Peace. Have a good week. See you.